Ooh, hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to Farm Sim 19. We're here on the Alpine map, of course. Erlengrad. And I'm trying to figure out just how mixed up these are. Because I know these are grass over here, and they kind of came with the game. And then this is all the hay that I've been sorting, which I think I've actually been telling you guys for the last couple of days was grass. But that part I've already done. But then I noticed, when I jumped in the tractor, that it looked like this end row had different colored bales in it. Of course, you can't tell from the sides. But you'll notice when I stick a fork in it, if I can. There we go. This is grass. So apparently I managed to get an entire row of grass. Oh, that's grass as well. That's grass. Oh, I see what happened here. This row, all of those are going to be grass. This, is going to be hay. So that's what happened when I was collecting the grass. I got one hay bale in. Cool. Now I have loaded the mod that gets rid of bales if you want to, or like empties partials. Problem is, what does that thing take for capacity? I don't remember. The problem with it is it doesn't spit out a little tiny piece of a bale or something. It just eliminates it. Sometimes I like to just carry on. Like there, I don't know how much of that originally would have been grass to get the one bale of this back, you know, or how much grass I added and still got the hay. No idea. But sometimes I don't mind doing that as long as I remember afterwards to then go back and fix my messes. Because like I said, this is entirely the wrong product for this row. That's just, yeah. Okay. No, don't do it. Oh, I was trying so hard. I was just going to set them down and slide them into the right spot, but not to be anymore, I'm afraid. That's okay. Yeah. Anyway, well, I don't really want this one in the way. I was going to say I'll sort the rest of these out later now that I can actually access what I want, which was not the grass in this case. So this thing turns so sharp I keep missing things. It's almost embarrassing, but let's face it, I'm way beyond that. Okay. Boop. There you go. Good little bale. Weird. The camera kind of locked up there for a moment. Probably that post. There we go. Good. Now I need to know what the capacity of that thing... Oop. A little excited with me button clicks. Alright, here we go. Let's find it. Hello. There you are. Here we are. 11.8. So, ooh. I can't really add another one. Those are 4,000, because that would take it up to 8,000. And then, of course, I'd be stuck with only being able to add 3,000 of the other ingredients. So we're not going to do that. Let's just go get our bucket. That's good. And where are we? Click. Nice. No. Don't want to get crooked on that. It'll pick it up, but then it'll just mess up the fact that I was so nicely putting that other piece down. There we go. And you... Get you out to the very tip. I don't really want the brush at the moment. There we go. Now, I don't remember what this holds. It would be nice if it was somewhere very close to 4,000. Just because, you know. Then it would be just like grabbing a bale, wouldn't it? However, it's about half of that. So a couple of shovelfuls should give us a nice even mix between bale and sludge. Mixin', mixin', mixin'. Now, I think it'll hook to the back of the weight just to check it. Yes, good. Alright, it's half full. Then it says it's TMR. Does it show as in there? Interesting. I thought they dropped grass from the mix. Let's grab the brush. There we go. Tuck it back in. Oh, where's the right one? There it is. Well, in that case, then I guess what we need to do is grab escape this. Twink. Nice. And go and get ourselves a grass bale. Now that's really going to throw the mix off. That's okay. If it all turns into grass, we'll feed it to the sheep. They'll never know the difference. As far as I'm concerned. We shouldn't even have to feed them, considering where they're living. I mean, if all they eat is grass, there's lots of grass where they are, let's face it. Okay, so it does not take grass. What is it showing me? Alright, well then we will simply add another Scooby of silage. Interesting. I was sure the F1 thing showed me grass. Oops. Whoop. There we go. There goes the train. Awesome. I love it. Even though there is no power hooked up to it, it still manages to mix whenever you dump anything into it. Must have like a battery or something, you know? Everything's got a battery these days. And a magnet. You notice that? It's like they're rediscovering magnetism here in the 2020s. Oops. Oh, well, how about we just unhook the whole thing? Yeah, I shouldn't really be in need of it anymore. That should be it. And it is. Excellent. This thing does the best three-point turns in the world. Kill it. There you go. Alright. Let's get this to the ladies. That's your Audi side, so let's take a quick trip around the barn. Actually, I believe the proper expression is byre, is it not? Isn't that where you keep cows, in a byre? As opposed to a barn? I guess you'd have a cow barn. That would be that building in the middle. No idea. I'm just making this up as I go along. There are far more of you out there that know a heck of a lot more about this than I ever will, so I won't pretend to. Give it to him, give it to him, give it to him. Alright. Go away, I want to see the cow thing, man. Oh, I'd like to have all of those topped out. They're going well, that's nice, but, you know, could be better. Could be way better. Alright. But it's gonna do for now. How close are we getting? That'll do. Alright, well, that was a nice break from collecting bales. Oh, how's everybody's water doing? Oh, you're great. You get tons and tons and tons. Sheeps. Tons and tons and tons. Alright, good stuff. Everybody's just doing the absolute best joy they can. So, you know what that means. Yes, indeed. Although, oh, good job, man. You backed it in there like a pro. I suppose we should consider the fact we do need to deal with that field. I was just going to do all the field work at once, which means cutting our second field, which means we're going to have to go up and figure out the best spot for it. But of course I've got to get the bales off first. I mean, the most ideal spot would be up here where it's nice and flat, right? But if we look at the areas that we tested, you kind of want to mix if you can get it. Although they don't... See, this is where they come up shy. The fact that they've included silty clay means they realize it's an import. But ideally, you want a soil that contains loam, sandy loam, and silty clay, which isn't something we have. We have loamy sand, and then just up on the other side of the fence, I think, and in this whole central area here, looks to be about our peak. So that's not bad, because that's a pretty flattish area too. Now, mind you, we stuck our sheep in the middle of it, because, you know, that's what I do. But, you know, this isn't a bad spot. If we go back to our thingy here, yeah, right from our sheep up to about, yeah, up to about following that highway is pretty good. So this whole upper area here is where we want our next field. Lovely. I'd like to see the grass growth even out here one last time, although I'm thinking by the time I get all these bales picked up, that's probably not going to be an issue. So, because we do have another, I think there's, I don't know, 111,000 left, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Right, Dixie? Yeah. She's like, well, you better not be wanting to pick all of those up before you feed me lunch, or, well, there's going to be trouble. So I haven't jumped in the tractor yet because, well, it's kind of embarrassing. I'm too cheap to buy a washing thing, but it's just filthy in here. But I mean, good Lord, you're looking at like almost $5,000 or something just to buy a frickin' sprayer to clean your tractor. You saw how hard I worked for $6,000. I had to take 2 trailer loads all the way to a barn. It's great. Dixie completely mimics Marge Simpson. Seriously, all the time. You hear her, she says, I don't know. I don't blame her, though. She's probably got a pretty funny outlook on the world, starting out as such a straggler. Alright, here's our last one. See, now in this light, those look pretty light. I'm going to assume that this is just straight up hay. I think I've already picked up all the grass. I'm pretty sure what the deal is here. So, and we definitely don't get, a whole lot of dollars selling it. Be different if the sales point was a little closer. The grass is all grown in down here, and for the most part up top. Oh, that's why I was going to move those. That's okay. See if I move the rest of those grass ones out of the way, I'll have room for one more stack. Okay, so, but that's okay, because I also have an entirely new row of them right here. That's the one thing I don't like about the way this guy, how close are we? Lots of it. The way that this guy works. Okay. Because ideally, because of where that bar is, I should have started on this end, as I'm looking at it now, the extreme right side, and then work your stacks over from there. However, I didn't. Okay, those, again, just don't look the same. No, those are grass. Alright, how do I can't see it. There's numbers in front of it. Dang it. My recording numbers are blocking out the key. Is it X? Yes. Awesome. Because, yeah, those are grass. I mean, come on. Oh, really? You see what I'm caught on? Oh, that's so far off, it's crazy, but oh well. Yeah, just that the way that protrudes, it just makes this a much more difficult job than it needs to be. Now, okay, I know these are grass, whereas these are hay. Okay, that's definitely hay as well. So maybe what I'm going to need to do to get these two out of the way is put that one here, because I'm very, very soon going to need to run another double row of grass, I think, as opposed to hay. Hay might be what we have the least of. And no, I don't have any sort of mega strength mod that allows me to pick those up. That would be just too easy, wouldn't it? And I could just simply set one on this side, set one on this side, and boom. Bubs, your uncle. Well, you know what that means. Back at it we go. How about we cut up this way for a change? get rid of the old F1 menu. I didn't see that last one. Darn. Oh well. Alright, up you get. And down we get. Whoops. Zoing. Let's say this thing turns really, really sharp. Whoa. Yeah, it's going to be all kinds of messed up by the time I get it there. There we go. On you go. Out you go. Yeah, see, that would have never made it past that pole. Oh, we're way off. Oh well. I don't care. We'll just pretend we're trying to interlock them like that. Nice. See how well that works? Well, that's pretty much to the edge. I think we can fit one more row in there. How are we doing for fuel? Okay, we've only used a quarter tank. Do have to keep my eye on that mod that allows you more realistic fuel usage. Yeah. You will find yourselves running low on fuel. Now, I do have the fuel trailer there, but, you know. I would imagine that tractors, like pretty much every other vehicle, it's never a good idea to go right to the last drop. I've already done it once. That was my darling in-house robot telling me that a package that I picked up off my porch an hour and a half ago has just arrived. Oddly enough, at exactly the same time as somebody's car alarm in the parking lot starts going off. Now, no one that lives in the building actually has a car with an alarm in it. Apparently, no one in the building can shut that car alarm off either, because it's still going on. Oh man, I don't know. I prefer the old school car alarm. Don't leave anything in your dang vehicle of value, and then when the thieves come and look at your car, they go, oh, there you go, it's a beater car and it's got nothing in it but junk. So, I also keep the inside of my car very clean. Not because I particularly think that's a plus, but for exactly the same reason. So if some budding thief looks through the window, they don't go, yeah, but maybe under that McBloater's wrapper there's, you know, a loony or a toonie. That's Canadian money, just because we're all loony. And those of us that aren't are twice as loony, which is toonie. But yeah, so I don't leave any sort... I mean, not that I go to fast food places. The mere thought of them makes me want to woof in my slippers. But anything like that. I don't leave papers out. I don't leave, you know... I fold up my canvas grocery bags and stick them under the seat. And leave enough of them protruding so you can see that's what they are. They're not, you know, hiding that $5,000 item I was going to return to the post office the next day but didn't feel like taking out of my car. You idiot people. But, yeah. Oh. Is this going to let me get past that? Hey. It just made it this time. But yeah, I think we're about as closer to the edge as we want to be. Oh, it just bumped it coming out. That could have been nasty if that was still under the bales. Yeah, we'd now have a pile of bales instead of a stack. Alright. Well, I suppose it would be in my best interest here to try and get this job done. I'd like to have those bales off the lawn here by the time we have to shut down the farm for the night. And it is currently game time of 16:33, i.e. it's 4:30 in the afternoon. So we're not far from it. For a minute there I thought my sheep pen disappeared. But no, it's okay. I'm just old and stupid and it's a block over, but I don't look to the left or right or, you know, that direction. And yes, I just pointed. Who cares? Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it here. So I do hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button. And until next time, well, take care of each other, folks. And ciao for now.